Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Hentai to Listen To. I am Jarrett.
I'm Matt.
We are back. Special shout out to Agent Harris down the street to the FBI on the lowly patrol. So give a shout out to them.
Shout out to my boy.
So, because this place is bugged as always with our podcast and shit like that.
Yep. Neighborhood's a little too lively today, considering the weather for my, unconscious mind did not notice. So we know you're out there.
As always. So, as you guys know, Minneapolis is coming in about, 2 weeks now?
Oh, God, is it already that soon? Yeah.
So, because of that, the schedule has been released. And
to no one's surprise, there's not a whole lot going on.
no. Now, I don't know if it's because a lot of people dropped out. When people dropped out, a lot of their panels went with it.
Mm-hmm.
Or, people just didn't, submit. As such, because when I went through it, it's like a lot of empty space. Empty space like Metacon empty space.
Without us?
Yeah, without us. I mean, even with us at Metacon, it was still a lot of empty space. Yeah. Now, going through it, obviously you have, your opening ceremonies, your voice actor Q&A, everything like that. But I see a lot of things that kind of carry over from year to year. I know we kind of carry stuff over from year to year, although we do change the, content.
Yep.
Same content, but different, same media, different content. But kind of seeing the same thing. Like, for instance, on Friday, you have an awesome contactless karaoke. I don't know how that works out, but okay.
Some of these panels seem like absolute trash.
Yes, I mean, I'm not gonna, because our panels may be considered trash.
There's like 5 panels that are like we're playing Cards Against Humanity, and like 90% of like the guest panels are just Quentin Flynn.
Yeah, because Fabulous Dating Advice 18 plus. I think I've gone to that.
I went to it. It was a while ago. I went to it. It was okay.
Did they give out advice, or were they just talking about fucking stories and shit?
Yes. There was both.
Both?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I know that's every year. Hetalia 18 plus there with England.
The Cards is Hetalia panel. It won't die. You fuckers just won't let the series die. It hasn't been relevant since the mid-aughts. Let it die.
And then we come to Saturday.
Not a whole lot.
Again, yeah.
Like, it's mostly guest panels, which makes sense. But yeah, there's not like...
maybe...
I like kind of like this, but the description is cringe. So you want to be a Lolita, which is like, the fashion thing, not...
I mean, that one, I don't...
I think that one actually could be cool, because I like when people talk fashion and, like, how to get into stuff. Like, that'd be really cool. But, like, Ruby fan service Q&A, I guarantee it's just cosplayers sitting up there and pretending to be the characters, which...
Trying to be
the characters, which 90% of them break within, like, 4 seconds.
Yeah.
And then there's the, how to be a good tsundere at 11:30, which I think that's, pretty cool. That might be fun.
That would be something I would probably go to if our panel didn't, coincide with it.
Yeah, exactly. I would totally go to that and have fun with that shit. Con Stories from Hell, that's like a thing that's always there.
Yeah. I think everything in panel 1 is from the con.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like I like the spelling on this. How to be anime YouTuber. That's pretty funny. I kind of like that.
Yeah, I think that's not overshadowed, but more already done with.
Oh God, yeah.
Because Netflix already came out with their own fucking anime VR tuber or whatever, which is nuts. I haven't checked it out, but still, I think it's done. Or I don't know how many more we're gonna have in the next couple of years. But I know that's like the next big thing. I guess I don't know. I don't really check them out at all.
For those of you who are looking forward to us maybe making this event worthwhile for everyone, we're sorry, but someone's gonna have to take the torch this year.
I don't even think anybody did take the torch this year.
You know what? Outside of like the tsundere thing, I'm very surprised somebody didn't try and replicate some of our panel ideas for the 18 plus stuff. It's always a blast.
Yeah, I mean they did kind of meta the whole
where they're like
voiceover
you
shit.
Can voice over the thing, but like that's so boring. Like I feel like that's only funny because the people that you have doing it are just saying random shit, and that's always funny.
Yeah.
So.
Other than get the audience to try to do, whose line is it anyways type stuff.
Yeah.
Believe me, they like we tried. I don't think we tried, but the whole who you're dealing with when you go to cons.
Yeah.
And I voiced my opinion the in between when I recorded Wednesday, and I posted that. So you guys know my stance about our community. I mean, I love you guys and everything, but holy shit,
we love some of
you. You know what I mean. But anyway, so I know this is probably late. We were supposed to last week, but Matt unexpectedly.
I was moving, and then like all of a sudden we had to be out of town, and it's like, god damn, this is like my first weekend at home, and yet here I am at my friend's house, not just sitting at home. That's okay.
So Mortal Kombat came out 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, 2-ish weeks ago.
Now this could have been written in the 90s. I mean, honestly, they could have swapped.
I'm 90% that this script was from like a draft from the 90s, and they just kept it going.
So I mean, they could have swapped the both screenplays, and
you wouldn't be able to fucking tell.
Yeah, the only difference is obviously one's gorier, one's not.
Yeah, one's gorier, and like the other was like 90s gore, violent, which wasn't that bad.
And then you have today's visual effects and everything.
Yeah.
If you would have swapped them,
you can,
it would
100%. You can swap the original Mortal Kombat and this movie in your brain with like all the characters and stuff, and you wouldn't be able to guess what time period it came from.
No.
With that said, I loved it. I watched it with my friends. We may or may not have had some special substances to make watching it more enjoyable. But as a fan of Mortal Kombat, watches a lot of the fighting game scene with Mortal Kombat, and I actually loved playing it too. MKX is like one of my favorite fighting games. It was fine. It's not great. It's definitely not a good movie, but it's a good Mortal Kombat movie.
Yeah.
It's kind of like when you talk about Fast and Furious. At this point, everyone knows they suck, but it's just within their own ecosystem, are they good?
Right.
So.
The opening, I agree. I mean, I think that's the only highlight of the movie was the opening.
That's like
scene.
That's like the only part you could be like, oh yeah, this is like actually gonna be a good movie.
And then original character pops
and
up.
And then Mr. OC pops up, and you're like, oh okay.
Oh, why?
Why? There wasn't enough characters in the Mortal Kombat lore to make a movie out of, apparently.
No. But it was funny after the movie dropped, and they so everybody on Twitter is vibing for The Miz to play Johnny Cage.
Yeah, there's like two proposals going around. There's The Miz, which I think that basically was his character in WWE anyway for a long time, was essentially the Johnny Cage type character. And then there's Ryan Reynolds, which I don't know why, but that's apparently a thing. I'm all for The Miz, like being in the Mortal Kombat universe and being Johnny Cage. I think that would be phenomenal.
Right. Also, Kano was actually pretty funny.
Yeah, Kano was pretty great.
At first, I'm like, man, this guy looks familiar. I totally forgot where he's from. I thought, for some odd reason, I thought he was Scottish, but apparently not. He's Aussie.
Yeah.
I cannot tell the fucking difference between them.
One's here on the map, the other's here
Well, again, the actor in itself. But I mean, even though the actor himself is Aussie.
Yeah.
But when I first heard it, it's like, is that Scottish? No, it's not Irish. No. Oh, he's from Aussie. Shit, I'm way off. But yeah, Mortal Kombat. If they do make a sequel, who knows? I don't know what the Rotten Tomato score is.
Not
Haven't
great.
Is it?
It's pretty average. It's probably below.
Yeah, that's what it was. Mixed reviews. I don't know what the audience review is on that.
A lot of people ironically like it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like it's unironically a bad movie, but ironically it's a fantastic movie. So
yeah, I guess they really like Scorpion to jack those numbers up.
Oh yeah. Ed Boon will milk Scorpion for all he's worth.
so yeah. Again, Mortal Kombat was until that. Yeah.
Yeah, no, we're not gonna spoil it, but know that there's definitely some parts in the movie where you're gonna be like, oh, okay, so that's what we decided to do. Okay.
Yeah. So Scorpion Kano was the highlight of the whole
movie. Easily.
Although I haven't played the game. Is Reptile the actual reptile? Like that?
Kinda, yeah.
Okay.
It depends. Like they've changed it a handful of times, so.
Because it made sense in the '90s version where
like the original Reptile, like the arcade games, he would just have like a straight lizard head, and then they changed it to where he would like be a humanoid lizard, and then like kind of back to being like lizard head. So yeah.
Okay. All right. Also, last week, Demon Slayer Mugen Train dropped up.
Has completely smashed records in Japan and basically every country that it's airing in right now. So.
Did you see it last?
I haven't watched it yet.
Haven't.
I just don't care.
Oh, okay.
That's kind of the way I'm going. Like, cause I like Demon Slayer, but like, I don't know. I wasn't one of those guys who thinks that it's like this fan fucking tastic anime. And I feel like it's gonna be the same with the movie. I'm gonna like it, and then I'm probably never gonna rewatch it. So.
Yeah. Well, I didn't think it was gonna be that long.
Yeah, I was honestly expecting like a 90-minute, just like essentially extended episode. I was wrong.
Yeah. It was. I mean, I read it, so I know what was gonna happen. Like I said, I didn't realize it was going to be that long. The only highlight of the whole movie, I guess, it was the fight scene.
Yeah.
Because after I watched it, came back home and read it was that fight only lasted 2 chapters.
Yeah.
But the fight itself was fucking long. Holy shit!
I've definitely heard that there's some and. People every time you talk bad about the movie get crucified. But yeah, apparently there's like scenes where it really feels like they just extended it just for the sake of runtime, even though they really didn't need to. So.
Yeah. So if you're one of those types that don't read, I know there's probably like 80% of people out there.
That's like all of you.
Yeah. It's good. For the most part, I'm not going to say as a movie because normally movies in itself are non-canon.
Yeah, like 90% of them aren't, which makes me very sad.
So after this movie, I know I was right about being ended after their main guy dies. I feel like the final chapters or the final fight is probably going to be a movie as well. I can see that now after this dropped and how much money it made. Who owns it? Funimation, right?
I think Funimation.
Or I meant like Japan. Who owns it? Is it Toei?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know.
Oh wait, no, Aniplex.
I was gonna say it's probably Aniplex.
So yeah, after the number breaking shit they just dropped from this movie, I could definitely see the last. The final fight being a movie.
Oh god, yeah.
Because
what I don't want to happen is them to be like, hey, you're like gonna redo like more with the series, right? And I really don't want them to like force them to write a shit Slayer. I feel real bad.
They're not gonna Naruto it up. They're not gonna do that.
Let's do it.
Let's make a spin-off of what?
Yeah, what? What are we doing?
So, also in the anime making news, Death Note 2 is gonna make a soft reboot.
Just let the series die. It was popular for so long, and you've just fucked it every opportunity.
But don't worry, the new guy
I don't care anymore.
Is gonna make do because they're actually gonna make it more. They're gonna take it from what's it called? From the source. They're actually gonna take it more from source, which I don't know how that's gonna happen because that means L's not gonna be there, Light's not gonna be in it because they're already in this universe. So I don't know how you're gonna call it Death Note 2 / it's a soft reboot.
It's so dumb.
Yeah.
It's so dumb. I hate it. I hate everything about this.
Again, how the hell do you do a Death Note 2 and then make it more, we're going to take it from the main source heavily, or I didn't even really say, I don't think they said heavily. But anyway, they're going to do it more from the main source versus from, the craptastic of the American version, the Netflix version.
Oh, you had some white dude playing him. I could kick his ass up and down his bedroom with a fucking arm tied behind my back. He's not scary. He wasn't good. He's a terrible actor. They're all terrible. I hate every American reboot of everything. It's garbage.
Ugh.
Even The Office. Fuck The Office.
Oh, don't bring that up. Because I laid in on Wednesday about The Office. Maybe you can. So, point of order. I'll come back to Death Note. Maybe you can answer me this.
Okay.
Because I was going to bring it up, last time. But why does every woman on the dating profile I read wants a fucking gym?
That's a good question.
I don't know. So it's like, I've actually put that on my dating flag. Why does everybody want a gym? I'm more of a mix of Gus and Sean mixed together. That's who I am.
If you want some Gus and Sean in your life,
I'm the guy. Because Sean, because I'm constantly making references to 80s and 90s references. But I'm also Gus because Gus is Gus.
Yeah, Gus is Gus.
He's funny as well, but he's awesome.
Yep.
So, back to Death Note 2. How? Why? Maybe. The only thing I would like to see is Willem Dafoe come back and voice Ryuk.
I'd be down with it. Anything is made instantly better with William Dafoe.
I would love to see him come back, but maybe not. I don't know who else would voice Ryuk. No, I can't. I can't think of anybody. But
Bill Skarsgård, I guess. It's like the only other thing I can think that has semi-decent of a voice to do it.
I guess. Shit, I guess. But yeah, they should just let this die, literally.
Yeah, just let it die. It's fine. We can move on from Death Note. It exists in its original form. People can go read it. People can go watch the original. Let's leave it at that.
Yeah.
We don't need 4 million Death Notes. Never in the history of my life of being an anime fan did I finish Death Note and go, wow, I wish there was more of this.
I think I brought it up. The first movie, the Japanese one, was pretty good.
Yeah, the Japanese live action ones and stuff, not awful. Not great by any means, but definitely not awful.
The first one. I'm talking about the first one.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about the other ones.
Yeah, the other 756 that I seem to fucking run into whenever I'm like browsing movies. They're like, do you want this version of Death Note? How about this live action version? What about this one? And I'm like, why? Stop it! You have problems.
Although I don't know what's going to be worse, this or the One Piece that's going to come out, or the Cowboy Bebop that's going to come out.
Oh, don't remind me. They're going to spoil my favorite series.
Now, although Bebop's going to be...
Okay, one thing I will say is Cowboy Bebop is probably one of the handful of animes that I'm like, okay, this can adapt to live action relatively well because a lot of the humor and stuff doesn't rely on animation to be the medium. Same with the action scenes, you know.
Yeah, because I know we covered this a while ago.
Yeah, we've covered live action stuff a while ago, and I think Cowboy Bebop, with some changes, could be adapted to live action. That being said, why do we have to do live action everything? Why can't we just leave it be? It's so frustrating, man.
I don't know. Money.
Yeah, I guess.
Money. Hey, this is I mean, yeah, anime is a booming industry in the past 10 years, so why not? So why not studios are going to jump on it? Because Universal been milking the shit out of Fast and the Furious.
That's another series.
WB's milking the shit out of Harry Potter.
That's true. I think, J.K. Rowling is milking the shit out of Harry Potter.
Yeah, but I don't think she owns the media rights to it.
She does.
She does.
Yeah,
no
she
shit.
has full creative control over all movies and all continuations. As much of a piece of shit as she is, that's like the smartest thing I've seen an author or creator of a franchise do. Is like when she sold the movie rights and everything, she's like, I will literally have like final say on everything, and they're like, all right,
damn, good on her. I don't know. I think that's it as far as studios having their staple franchises. WB has Wizarding World. Universal has Fast and Furious.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of Fast and Furious, can anybody fucking out there tell me the actual timeline of this universe? Not timeline of movies, because every time when I type that in, I'll get the timeline. This happened. This movie happened at this. Like, no, I want to know what happened. How many years have passed in between movies?
In between like all the movies?
Yeah.
No idea.
I don't think anybody knows.
No one knows. No one has a fucking clue.
And now John Cena is playing Toretto's brother. I'm like, so you're telling me John Cena is Hispanic?
Yes. Yeah, the reason that doesn't work is because he goes to fucking Cuba in like the 9th movie or something.
8th.
Yeah, the 8th or whatever. And his fucking cousin is chilling there, so he's very clearly Hispanic.
Yeah.
I don't care what anyone fucking says. He's Hispanic. He has relatives living in Cuba.
Yeah.
Can't get more Hispanic than that. Well, you can, but...
It's like...
But then now all of a sudden John Cena's rolling up. It's like, is it his adopted brother? I don't know.
We'll find out.
No one gives a shit.
We'll find out.
You know how you write a Fast and the Furious movie script? Hit your keyboard a handful of times, then you sit in front of a fucking monkey and pray to God that he types out something, and then you just interpret it. Done. There you go. There's your next Fast and the Furious movie script.
Yeah.
Car go fast, women fight each other, Vin Diesel good. Like that's it. Make Brian reference because we can't just let the fucking guy rest in peace.
That's another thing. I'm like, so is he dead now?
And I think he's like canonically dead in the movies now.
Because Mia's in the film. Why? Didn't the last film's like, no, we all promised each other Brian and Mia is going to stay out of it. Now, an actual blood member comes in. Oh, Mia comes back because it's family now.
Yeah.
I'm like,
family. And
what?
I'm like, you're just shitting on this guy's memory.
Yeah, I'm like, just take Mia out. I'm like, unless he's dead.
Unless he's like officially dead.
Like died of cancer or something.
Yeah, some bullshit that they're gonna come up with.
And
I guarantee there's just gonna be a little fucking picture of Brian hanging up, and they're gonna mention.
No, they actually showed it in the trailer.
Oh God.
Yeah, Dom is like scrolling through an iPad with Brian. That last scene in 7, holding his kid up. He's looking at the pictures, and I'm like, okay. And I still don't understand. I mean, I get they literally are brothers off screen because they've been in this franchise for what 15 years plus.
Well, I remember watching the first one on like VHS with my brother. That's how long this franchise has been around.
That reminds me of a video when I couldn't sleep last night. I was watching she's too young, and then it's like I think it was video 3. It's like yeah, I know what that is. It's VHS, and what do you play it on? A VHS player? All right, first off, nobody calls it a VCR.
Yeah, it's
nobody
VCR.
calls
no
it
one
that.
Called it a VHS player. It was a VCR.
All right, fine, whatever. He takes out an orange VHS player. He's like, "What's this?" That's where he came. Like, yeah, I know. What is it?
What is it?
Like,
by the way, you know exactly what this VHS we're talking about is.
It's like, I don't know what it is. His buddy comes around. It's like, yo, what are you doing with my Rugrats movie?
What are you doing with my Rugrats movie?
And then the next episode is like, all right, first of all Nickelodeons come in orange. Yeah, but you didn't name any of them.
Yeah, you didn't name shit.
So yeah, back to Fast and Furious. So, again...
I just want to talk about Nickelodeon VHSs now. That's more entertaining than fucking Fast and Furious.
I know it is. But hopefully after this, they said 10's the last one.
They said that with 9, and then 9 made $1 billion, and then they're like, oh shit, maybe we can keep milking this, even though Vin Diesel looks like he was asleep 90% of the movie.
I doubt it. I mean, yes, yeah. But I don't think it's going to make as much as 7.
Yeah, I don't know.
They won't. But I should look up is, John Cena has an ounce of Hispanic. Because we don't need another Johnny Depp. It's like, oh yeah, he has native blood in.
Yeah, let's not do that.
But anyway. So yeah, what were we talking about before I went on this fucking tangent of a shitstorm.
Just let Death Note die.
Yes. Let Death Note die. Do not reboot it, soft reboot it, or whatever you want to call it, sequel, prequel.
If you're going to make Death Note 2, then make Death Note 2. Make it a sequel. Do something. We don't need to soft reboot everything. It pisses me off. Japan's slowly doing what America does with everything. We're going to soft reboot this. We're going to make a spin-off. We're going to do all this. And it's like, just stop.
What did they soft reboot lately? Or are you just saying that?
No, I'm just saying. Like,
okay.
Like if Death Note 2 is successful, which I hope to God it's not, then like that's just going to encourage more of this shit. And I'm like,
it won't.
I really hope we don't.
Attack on Titan. I don't know when that final chapter dropped. But holy shit. That ending was garbage.
Oh, is the manga finally over?
Oh, yeah. I can't remember when the chapter released because it didn't pop up on the site I normally read, so I had to go somewhere else to find it. But I didn't look at the date when it dropped. But anyway, that final chapter dropped. Yeah, that garbage. Holy shit. It was just straight garbage. Oh.
That's sad. Because I feel like there's going to be riots about that.
Oh, I can't wait to see what social media says once, winter 22 comes around, right? Winter's first quarter, yeah. So, yeah, I can't wait.
When the last season is coming out, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I can't wait to see what people say about this. Because
I haven't seen anything on the manga subreddit yet. So
because apparently, spoilers ahead, that the rumbling took out 80% of the world.
Oh.
Yeah. So when it said 80% of the world, because I finally saw, I think it was in this. It was either. No, it was this season where he saw the map of the island they're on. It looks pretty big-ish.
Yeah.
And then when I saw 80% of the world, it's like, man, this world must be pretty small to take out 80%. But even still. But yeah, it was garbage. I don't get your hopes up. Again, spoilers. The Titan power is gone, so they are able to live out their lives. Whoever is able to turn into Titans willingly, so that power's gone. So they don't have the 7-year expiration date on them.
I feel like that's a cop out.
Oh yes.
That's such a cop out. That's so sad. Oh, I feel bad for people that got super invested in this series, and that's like.
You mean the fucking idiots that think that it's the best thing in the world since
like the greatest thing.
I don't know. I can't remember the last thing that came out that was supposed to be the greatest thing in the world, other than anyway. Point is, garbage.
That's sad. That's real sad.
Yeah. But anyway, moving along. moving along
from the depressing.
On to the news. Sponsored by Arby's. We have the thick. That's all I got. That was our sponsor. Maybe next time we'll get Femboy Hooters or
Goth
I hate
everything. I really do. Matt, why do you never make time to do the podcast anymore? Well, this is the bullshit I have to deal with.
Hey. So, in recent news, McDonald's had a robber quite recently. Not only wanted to rob the place, but wanted some nuggets.
Yeah, man just wants some nuggets and everything in the till.
Right.
You know, as we all do.
But unfortunately, he robbed the place prior to lunch. So that means no nuggets for him.
Nope, no nuggets. McDonald's has a strict breakfast before lunch thing.
Man, it's funny about this. When I read this, Snatch came to mind. It's just like, give us the money.
What?
All bets are off. What the fuck does that mean? We have no money.
We have no money.
But yeah, and the sad part about it, which is hilarious, he robbed the place with an airsoft gun.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if that's smart or just genius, but robbery is still a robbery, and he went to jail.
Apparently, he was unwilling to wait for some nuggets to be cooked, so he made off with a double sausage McMuffin instead. You gotta settle, man. I understand.
I don't know about that, man. I would have taken McGriddle.
Yeah, I would have taken McGriddle too. Like, fuck McMuffin.
Fuck.
If I'm gonna rob a fucking McDonald's, I'm taking McGriddle.
Yeah, I'm like, a McMuffin's more of you're short on funds.
Yeah, McMuffin is like, I really need food to fill my belly, but I don't quite hate myself.
Yeah, I remember when the first time McGriddle came out. Whew, went to town on them motherfuckers. But now, it's like, jeez.
In college, when our lunch break was like before like actual lunch at McDonald's, we had got like a lot of breakfast there. Oh my god, I've had enough McGriddles to last me a lifetime.
So yeah, he got 4 years
and a McMuffin.
Well, you won't be getting much of that in prison. Or
yep.
I think it's jail. Actually,
I think it's jail.
I forgot how many years it is considered prison. I think it's 10 plus.
I don't know.
Never been. Or jail.
Never been.
Not even a drunk take. Not even a drunk take. So, moving on. A TikToker because it's always a fucking TikToker.
Always a TikToker.
Decided to move from. Where was it? Anyway, she decided to move from I think it was California to Arkansas. First of all, who the fuck moves to Arkansas?
Yeah, willingly.
Yeah, willingly.
Like, I get it. Like, you're in witness protection. They got to stuff you somewhere. Arkansas. Like, okay, cool, whatever. That makes sense.
But yeah, what's in Arkansas other than Razorbacks?
No idea.
Yeah. So, this teenagers decide to move out on her own, move to Arkansas. Anyway, when she got there, after a couple of weeks, she realized she moved into a retirement home or facility, apartment complex.
An apartment complex. You've seen them. They have like the signs that say 65 and up type thing. So how she technically moved in, I don't know, but the article kind of explains.
Yeah, because USA has a no discrimination. Of all everything.
Yeah, and if you read the law for a lot of, I think Arkansas is probably about the same way. Only a certain percentage of the residents have to be like over that age for it to be considered like that, elderly living or residential stuff. It's still an apartment complex, and they still need to pay for, all this shit. So they move in people even if they don't fit the age requirement. So.
No, I mean you can't. Well, under the law, you can't discriminate between sex, age, race, and religion, all that.
Yeah.
But it's a 10 apartment complex, so you got to wonder how many are over the age of 55.
Probably just her. in this situation.
Oddly enough, the rent is $350 for
$350 for a 2-bedroom, and apparently it's like spacious.
Yeah, it's like, god damn. I guess that's Arkansas for you. I mean, shit, I thought it was cheap in Arizona, but damn.
Yeah.
So, and she, talk of the town, she gets fucking free meals.
Yeah, like all her neighbors just like talk to her and are like apparently super nice.
Yeah.
Like they cook for her every now and then too.
Because they make way more than they should.
They're elderly people. They like to cook, and they're not gonna eat it all, so might as well give it to the youngin down the street. So.
Right. So yeah, that's quite amazing. I wonder how long she's gonna stay there for fucking.
For $350, and all I have to do is deal with some old people chatter every now and then when I get home, and like free meals cooked by like grandmas. I think I'd milk that as much as I could.
I don't know how long I could take that. I mean, maybe for like a couple of months I could, but after a while it's like.
I feel like the issue here is just you people.
Yeah, I hate people in general. In general, but yeah. And now for the creme de la creme. Now this is hilarious.
I felt so bad for this guy when I read this story. Like, holy crap. I mean, this part of the story is good, but like the article and stuff leading up to people's discovery of this is actually really sad.
So in China, they're like most of all.
Like a large chunk of the world where TV and stuff is popular, they have reality TV where you can sign up to be a participant or whatever happens. In this case, he was a participant. Shows up and didn't realize in reading the contract of what he signed up is he has to be voted out by the audience to be allowed to leave. He cannot voluntarily excuse himself from the show unless there's like medical reasons.
Oh, by the way, this is one of those. It's not really K-pop because it's in China.
Yeah.
But it's one of those making the band.
Yeah.
There we go. It's like making a band, but Idol.
It's like Meet the Next Idol, or imagine like Big Brother kind of combined with like American Idol and like some other. That's just what I understood. I haven't watched the show, but that's the vibe people say. So this guy took to social media, as one does in this situation, and was like, I want to leave. Please vote me off. And the Chinese people and the audience members, being the oh so nice people, were like, oh, I relate to him so much. Vote to keep him on! Every time he would complain on social media to be like, guys, please, I want to go home. Vote me off. They'd be like, yes, you go, man. You fight the system. Keep.
Now, this guy is is from Russia. Now, have you seen the pictures? Does he? I can't tell. I can't tell if this is makeup or this is how I actually look. Is he China? Is he Asian or is he white? Or is he?
I don't know a whole lot about this guy. I think he's mixed.
Okay, because I cannot fucking tell from.
Yeah, I think he's mixed. So.
Okay, but yeah, he speaks fluent Mandarin, and I seen the video of him just singing because he's been trying. He's singing. But not really, like with no enthusiastic at all. He's barely dancing and everything like that.
Yeah.
He's trying to he's trying to get off this fucking show.
He's trying everything to turn the audience, but it was the fact that he's like, guys, I don't want to be here anymore. Please get me off. For some reason, that was like reverse psychology, and everyone's like, all right, let's keep him on. Let's go.
So
poor guy.
I want to know how much the fine was going to be if he broke contract.
I don't remember.
Because it didn't say, but all it said was there was going to be a fine if he broke contract, which I find a little weird, considering, okay, I'm on a reality show, try to find the next Chinese idol group. Excuse me. Shit.
Yeah, it's like idol group or like, I think it's like a music like contract they give you or something like that. I don't know how it super works.
Yeah. But
I think it's looking for the next idol group.
Yeah, so
and yeah, it's like just some of his quotes is like, "Don't love me, you'll get no results."
And so, yeah, you gotta wonder because
don't let him quit. One viewer commented on the video of a dejected-looking Mr. Ivanov performing a Russian rap. Sisters, vote for him. Let him 996. Another fan commented.
So
they like this guy because he like came off as a wage slave and everyone's like, he relates to you. It's like, oh no. So yeah, some of them did it out of spite, being like, you suck, you should learn like what it's like to work and be miserable, and like other people were like, I relate to you, I'm gonna keep you on. Out of like some kind of bullshit.
Right, because you really need that in your life. No, you don't. No. I find it funny that as soon as he signed the contract in day one, it's like, I made a terrible mistake.
He's like, wait a minute, this is awful.
It's like Job, I made a terrible mistake. So yeah, so let that be a lesson to you. If MTV comes knocking at your door,
read your contract.
Or actually just read your contract as well as know what you're getting yourself into.
Yeah.
Because I seriously doubt they're gonna revamp The Real World or my favorite. What's the other one? Road Rules. Road Rules. But yeah, always read the fine print. All right, our second main focus of the day, our simp of the week. This time, because considering we didn't have one the last time recorded, we have two.
We do.
The first one up is Robbie. Robbie at Robert29149974. What? This is almost equivalent as what's that bullshit that just happened on the 26th?
Oh God.
Was Josh? Was it the Josh fight?
Yeah, the Josh fight.
At first, that was funny until a little bullshit kid came along and won of all. First of all, why is this kid there? And second of all, why did he win? He shouldn't have won.
Look, all I'm saying is when the annual Mad fight happens, any kid is just going to get his shit rocked.
I don't care. Yeah, I know. It's like, why did he show up? Why did they crown him? I don't care if they're being nice. The main point was I'm going to be... You've seen that meme where, holy shit, the original one. But anyway, moving on. Robbie with his numerous numbers at the end. It's our first simp of the week of the day.
Yep.
Now, this guy really loves Missy, who's from Canada.
A little too much.
As much, because he's... how can I put it? He's more of a...
He's more of a stalker.
I was going to say more of an instigator.
That too.
Because as you know from my last broadcast, I listened to a lot of Kevin Samuels, and as such, he says women wants two things: cheaters and liars. Well, there's more to it. I'll get into it. One of them, because he himself is a liar. When I say liar, I mean a woman wants somebody to lie to you. Does this look me fat? No, it doesn't look fat at all. Thus, more of an instigator. Oh, cool. I'm gonna go out looking like bullshit right now. It's like, no, you look like you look like trash, and such like that.
Mm-hmm.
This is what this guy is. He's more of a liar, instigator. Oh yeah, should I get? Does this? I think this looks great. Yeah, that looks great on you. Should give me, show me something while I put in all the work for you and whatnot.
Jeez, this is literally all just to Missy or one person.
So yeah, you shouldn't do that. This is why he's such a simp, because
I respect him. He's loyal.
A little too loyal.
A little too loyal. Personally, if I was her, I would block him.
She won't, because she needs all that attention.
She needs all the attention.
Why, I don't know, but that I was on Twitch trying to see who's actually streaming for Pokemon Snap, and I went on to just chat, and there was this one Asian chick. I don't know her name. Doesn't matter. She has this whole channel, or that day, of roasting me. I'm like, okay, I'll check this out. See what their people.
Was everyone just simping in the chat?
No, they just suck at trying to roast.
Oh.
So it's like, well, this was a waste of fucking time.
Gotta get in on that hot tub meta. That's a discussion for another time.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, so Robbie, I think you need to move on. I know you're following a lot of people.
Yeah, I think maybe you move on from Missy, my guy.
Yeah. So next guy is Gabriel Garcia at Gabriel 724505. I'm sorry, 0743.
It's like we're speaking in tongues or something.
Oh, what? Why the numbers?
I don't know.
Seriously, you can literally make up your own tag or handle, I should say, and you put numbers in.
And you did this bullshit.
Why? I mean, is there another Gabriel 72450742 out there? Maybe I should probably look that up.
Somebody beat you by the one number.
I should probably look that up to see if there is somebody with multiple Gabriels out there. Couldn't get that.
Couldn't get Gabriel one.
Yeah, I know. I'm that guy. Anyway, yeah. So this guy is your, standard simp. Again, let's see. Going off going Peter Jensen. This tweet says on or off. You see her with lingerie on. And obviously the one off. He answers both lights, delicious and desirable, always darling.
He speaks very broken English, by the way. Constantly.
Right. Next one, scroll down from Dominic Chin. My pant and bag match. You love them? ? Meet up appointment on my Snapchat. He replies, I love you always. What?
Oh, he tweeted an hour ago. Wow, really gorgeous, desirable, and very delicious, darling. To a lady with the fakest tits I've ever seen in my life.
Let's see. Yevon Bar tweeted, flexing, and she's wearing, I don't know what that's called, but her tits are basically out, and she's bouncing around. He replies, a wonderful, tasty, and desirable queen of lights. What's with this dude in lights?
I don't know. He compares women to lights a lot. Yeah, desirable lights, love. He does this a lot. Like, are you actually complimenting their lighting? Like, that'd be different.
There's another one once again for Peter Johnson. Little droplets. She's in a tub, soapy tub. He replies, always rich and desirable, honey.
Homie, let's just chill.
Oh my God! I can't wait till I make six figures and just bash everybody. It's like, oh my God. Oh my God. Woo.
Yeah, normally I don't judge the Simps of the Week too hard, but Robert, you're too loyal. Gabriel, you're just too thirsty.
Yeah. So, jeez. And this goes back to Kevin saying, telling women stop going for high value men. Get you an average guy that makes 40 to 50K. This is it. I mean, granted, I think I mentioned this. It's garnered toward the black community, but it does.
Yeah.
What he speaks kind of dresses everybody, but still, this is the average.
Yeah. If this is the average dude, I don't want to be a dude anymore.
Like, seriously, I'm average.
I'm ashamed on behalf of my gender.
Yeah.
Because that we have people like this that just go on Twitter day in and day out, and they don't see anything wrong with it. And like, we've all been horny on Maine. It happens.
But still.
Stop.
Fuck, man.
Stop it.
Fuck, I forgot to download that. The John.
Stop!
Oh.
You know what you're doing here. Stop!
I don't like where it's going. But
also, shout out to John Tron for being the greatest in accepting the fact that he is just a living meme, and it is so good. I love everything he's done. I've been a fan of him for so long, and I'm so glad I discovered him randomly one day.
Yeah.
So good.
So.
You don't know what you're doing here.
Shit. So, yeah. Again, stop instigating these women.
This is what I mean, guys. When we're like, we don't care that you find women attractive. You see a hot lady on the Twitter. If you hit retweet, sure, whatever, that's fine. That's fine. Don't hit that comment button. Just like, retweet, go about your day. You'll look like a normal fucking human being. Every comment you leave makes you look like a fucking idiot.
Well, hold on. Point of order on that one. If you're gonna leave a comment nothing like. Do something out of the park. Like, when I mean that, do something that's left. Totally left.
Like Gabriel and talking about lights all day.
It's like, if you're going to comment something on the background or something.
Yeah, be like, yo, bitch, clean your fucking room.
Yeah. Or like,
I've been banned from Nazi for because I like the use. Oh, you might be able to still find it. I don't know if it gets banned if the comment history goes away. But it was I comment on not safe for work photos, or like I replied to NSFW titles. So like whenever they like ask a question in the title, I was responding to it in like the most sarcastic piece of shit way. So it's like, it's like, oh, maybe did scrolling and seeing my ass make you hard? It's like, not really. It's like my day's kind of been harder than my dick right now, but
Yeah, if somebody's asking you like, oh, does this dress make me look such and such? I'm like,
I'd be like, I like the wallpaper.
Yeah, it's like comment on something else that she's not asking.
That's a nice room you got.
Like, it's okay.
Mirror looks nice.
How much do you pay for your apartment? Something off the wall that has nothing pertaining to what's being posted.
Can I get the name of your contractor that built this house? This looks gorgeous.
Yeah, but just to comment, oh, does this look? Oh yeah, keep up the good job. I'm like, no.
Yeah,
that's what she's looking for. Validation.
She's looking for that. What you need to do to be different amongst thirst is other tips like that light switch doesn't really match the room. You might want to replace it with like an eggshell.
Right.
Something like that.
Yeah. It looks like you have a 65 watt bulb. I think you should go 50.
Yeah, I was gonna say, exactly. It's like I see you're still using fluorescent bulbs instead of the incandescents. You might want to change that.
Or maybe go, environmental friendly. Some shit like that.
I see your TV hanging there. And there's like cables there. It's like you can buy zip ties. And,
it's something like that.
Yeah, straighten up the wires. Be that guy.
So, once again, this goes out to all the simps out there. Yeah, may forever.
You're holding back the human race.
Die.
I'm not gonna tell you to die.
Just stop.
Just stop. Just stop what you're doing.
Okay, this is the last one. This guy, I'm still on Gabriel.
Oh God, what's Gabriel doing now?
He just, Peter Jensen once again.
Again.
Has her tits out. Some guy's grabbing her, and just feeling it, and then he replies, "Gorgeous and very tasty boobs, nipples, exquisite. You always look, darling." I'm pretty sure it's supposed to say, nipples exquisite. You always look. Or darling, or fucking broken English.
That's not Jared doing his normal stuttering. That's like we can't read some of these fucking dweebs.
Ugh. Like I'm trying to do the same at the same time, but ugh. Anyway, on to reviews. First one is Zettai Junshi. Now, this is your typical. MC gets the,
it's
card.
It's the, oh no.
Impregnate
our
everybody.
Our birth rate's declining. We have to find some bullshit. And, he gets a special, I can fuck anybody card. But there's a catch for some of these.
With the catch, he has to come inside her.
Yeah, he can't jerk off, basically.
He can't waste his sperm.
Yeah, that's, against the rules. And, he has to, climax inside them in, the baby making location. He can't do it anywhere else. Otherwise, he gets in trouble. So, big fan of this. How do they know? I don't know. We're not told.
Well, no, he's always being spied on.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. They're always watching him.
Which is weird because his handler, quote unquote, is the first sex scene is actually in the handler's mind. Which, oddly enough, throughout the whole series, she never got banged.
Which kind of makes me angry.
Maybe in the what is it based on? Yeah, on the game, she did.
Yeah, maybe she does. I don't know.
But in the animation, she doesn't, except for in her mind.
Mm-hmm.
So she constantly spying on her. Eventually, he gets more.
Yeah, they upgrade his car, or
where he can
give him different ones.
Yeah, it's different ones where he can come anywhere.
Yeah, it's like a come anywhere once for free card, and I'm like, huh. Okay.
Now, oddly enough, this is actually by Media Bank, but I looked it up. It turns out the whole animation is one of those dizzy cameras, zoom in and out, one of those things.
Yeah, I hate that shit. It's so obnoxious.
Turns out it's actually the director. Because
why? It's so infuriating.
Well, he doesn't do it all the time. I know he did it with this one. He did it the one the last one.
Yeah, the last one we talked about.
Otome, I think it was Little Sister or something. But yeah, it turns out it was the fucking director. He only did it with this one and another one, and that's it. So yeah, this series is by the same director that did The Little Sister, where I want to bang them out. You know how it is.
Yeah.
But other than that,
there's actually a really funny, because we mentioned he can't waste the semen or anything. So he jizzes all over this lady's face. I think she's the student council president. That's also his childhood friend. So she's like,
yeah.
How dare you? And you need to be kept in line. And then he's like, yo, I got the card, bitch. And she's like, okay.
Oddly enough, this card for some odd reason has
magic powers where it I think it transforms her outfit. I think
it does.
Yeah, and like also puts her like in the mood. So it's got like mystical powers and shit,
like,
which is issued by the government. So there's many questions there. But yeah, there's like a scene in the library where she's like, "Oh, I do like you, and I'm gonna tease you," and all this shit comes all over her face. FBI literally shows up and is like, "Hey now, your jizz is no longer your property. You know that, right?" And he's like, "What are you talking about?"
And so you need to be punished, and he gets manhandled, not quite literally, but dick handled by all certain ninjas. By the way,
yep.
Now prior to this, they gave us a backstory. It's like he's like the only male in town.
Yeah, he's like the only dude that lives in like a 3-mile radius or some shit.
Which is
that.
weird. I'm like, okay, where's your dad? First of all.
Like, yeah, where is your father?
Like, I'm pretty sure you're not because your dad's there.
Yeah.
And then, so yeah, that's the whole backstory. And then we have the next door neighbors were, at first I thought they were twins, but apparently not.
No,
I mean, luckily they just have the same amount of hair, which you rarely find in anime.
It's also kind of funny because like there's a girl. I think it's like his sister or something. I can't remember exactly. I haven't seen this one in so long. I'm kind of going off memory. But like one of the ladies was like down to bang him before this happened.
That was the next door neighbor's older sister.
And then she's like, "Oh, now you have a card. Now we really have no excuse not to do it." And he's like, and he's like, "Wait, no, I think of you as family." Blah blah blah. She's like, "Yeah, I don't fucking care."
Yeah, it didn't make like
I'm still gonna fuck you.
Yeah, going into this series, like, dude, you could have been having sex with her.
I was gonna say, you didn't even need the card. Like, she would
totally willing.
Had to drop her drawers, and she would have been like, "All right, let's go."
Yeah, and it's funny because I like the mascots that just pop up randomly.
Yeah, the ones that give him the cards. So funny.
It's like you have the condom.
Yeah, there's the condom, and then I can't remember what the other thing is.
It's a straight up mascot. It's like, what?
And they're like, "Hey, we brought you a new card, and this one's super special." And even the main character is like,
great.
I have no fucking clue what you people are, but okay.
But if you could get past the, dizziness of the camera
shaky
work.
Cam hentai is obnoxious.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, pretty decent. I really like this one.
Because the characters are good, very funny, very funny.
Yeah, it's very self-aware into like how weird this world is.
Right, and surprisingly enough, he doesn't do his actual little sister.
Yeah, blew my mind.
Other than
she's very supportive of him.
Yeah,
like, all right, you saved the human race, dude.
and like she wants to. The only time we actually see her getting banged out is under in the handler's mind.
Yeah.
Or it was in handler's mind, and then it was in her mind.
Because I'm pretty sure she's explaining like you can use this on anybody. And he's like, oh, okay.
But he never does.
Doesn't do it.
With that being said, yeah. So I really like it.
Animation's good. I like it. Story's fun. Characters are great. The guy's not an asshole because normally that's who you get in these situations. Is the guy who's like, I'm gonna ruin everyone's lives and sleep with all the married women and shit. It's like, no, he just kind of bangs out the neighborhood girls and like the student council president, and like that's it.
So yeah, give it a watch if you want. If you can actually
stomach the terrible cinematography.
Right. But yeah, it's very funny. Moving along. Next one is Succubus Stayed Life. Now with the title Succubus in it, you kind of figured an actual succubus would be in it. No?
And yes and no? We're not really given an answer?
Well, tendencies, yes. Succubus tendencies, yes, but an actual supernatural demon-like egg succubus, no. At first I thought it was going to, come about, last minute. Oh, shit, you really are a succubus. Mm-hmm. But no. This is just a teenage girl who just says she's one, and just straight up just wants just
but not four. I mean, lucky ass bastard. But
yeah. So it starts out with this one teenage girl who claims she's a succubus and say, hey, I just want your semen. Like obviously like a succubus wants.
Yeah. She's like, yeah, I just want to sleep with you, dude. Like, give me your life energy and shit. And
yeah,
like,
she just literally moves in with him.
Yeah, like just goes to his house and just lives there now.
And like all anime fashion, he lives alone.
He lives alone because, of course, his parents probably travel for work. Which, I'm starting to think like 90% of Japan must travel for work at this point. Like that's every anime ever. Oh, your parents never home. Oh, they work a lot out of town and blah blah blah. It's like, so why do you live here?
Yeah.
Go move to the town that you work. It's not that. Oh, you don't want to uproot my family and everything. It's like, so the poor bastard has to rent 2 apartments so he can fucking work because you live here. Just move.
I don't know. Maybe the parents are getting that per diem, and that's he's living out of a hotel. They're living out of a hotel,
like a hotel or something. I don't know. Who knows?
That's got to be it.
Because otherwise, how is there even an economy in Japan if everyone's living somewhere else? The housing market must be great because people have to own multiple fucking properties at this point to be able to survive and work.
Or that per diem is just like they charge it to the company and they get tax write off or some shit like that.
Who knows?
But anyway,
Mom never does it though. It's either only dad and mom lives at home, or they both travel for work. There's no in between. It's not, oh, mom just happens to be at work tonight. It's like, oh, they're out of the country traveling for work. It's never something simple like, oh, they just happen to be working tonight.
Huh. Yeah. Because it's either dad's always out of work, both parents are gone, or
mom's a stay-at-home wife and dad travels for work.
Or I'm trying to think of what's the other one. Mom's at work, or mom works late at night.
Mom's like a nurse and works like overnight shifts or something.
Yeah.
So it's like it's super convenient that we never see them.
Huh. Anyway, so pretty much throughout the whole series, it's give me semen, waking
just
up.
Constant fucking with these two, like an exuberant amount. This poor guy.
I don't know about poor, but
he's sore every morning, and then he's sore when he gets home from school because they bang at school, and then he's sore at night because they do stuff at night. He's just a semen machine, my guy.
Well, apparently in hentai fashion, you just
unlimited
just unlimited. Like, geez, the turnout rate of just
I'm doing like cardio workouts and shit, and I'm exhausted after like a half an hour. Like, I don't imagine how you could do it at school, then at home, or no, in this order, like twice in the morning, and then like twice at school, and then like the entire time you're home at night, and then do it again in the morning. It's like, that just sounds miserable.
Yeah. And then
there is a such thing as too much sex, people.
Yeah.
And hentai hits that limit a lot.
And then we get to the second episode where we get the senpai of the succubus, which she also claims to be one.
Yeah, she's also like, oh, by the way, I am also totally a succubus and not just like heard that you fuck good.
Yeah. And then once he bangs her out, it's like, oh, this is totally different.
Yeah,
you have
like,
more experience and everything.
She's like, wow, I feel so great, or like, you feel so different, and blah blah blah. And, like, this is fantastic. And then hentai logic of, I don't have to choose which one I want to be with. They're both just gonna do me. It's gonna be great. And then that happens, and then they all basically live together.
No, they don't live together.
You know what I mean? Like, they're together enough to where it's like you might as well just fucking move in.
No, they only did once, and then the main girl was that was your only time. You're not gonna touch him ever again.
That lasts all of 4 seconds.
And then the childhood friend, as always, it's like, oh man, I had.
She's like, wait a minute, I'm a succubus too, and I'm
no,
like,
she never said that.
No, she doesn't. The manga this is based off of, she does.
Oh, That's funny.
Yeah, it's real funny.
And
the
then
manga's real weird, or the doujin is super weird.
How many chapters?
Oh god, there are like 11 or something like that, or like 8 or 9 or something that are translated.
Oh damn.
Yeah, and like one of the last chapters is like this ominous cliffhanger of like our summer life is about to come to an end, and I'm like, because they just get on a bus and like, are you all gonna die? Are they just moving away? Are you just going back to school? I don't understand. That was very ominous.
Jeez. All right. I think I saw that on J-List. The series.
Yeah, it's a pretty good doujin. I like it. One of the few I would be willing to own. But yeah, our poor boy eventually ends up dealing with 3 lusty women in his life, so good luck to you.
Yeah. But as far as the series in itself goes, the animation's good. For something,
good.
For some,
the body proportions in some scenes are very strange.
I think I got that too.
Very strange. And I'm like, oh, you have no rib cage. That's what's going on. or like your skin and bones. Like you need to eat food and not just like drink this dude's cum all the time because you're going to fucking die.
Hey, like maybe she's eating off camera or something.
Yeah, maybe I hope she's eating off camera.
Or she really in that what was that term? 8th grade syndrome. What's the Japanese actual?
Chuni, I think.
Shibuya?
Yeah, because yeah, it's like 8th grader syndrome, right?
Yeah.
What you're talking about? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Chuni.
Okay.
Yeah, Chuni. The like term that people use is Chuni. I can't remember like what. The full.
I thought it was Chibuyu.
It might be 8th grade syndrome anime. What's it called? Yeah, Chunibyo.
Okay.
Yeah, Chunibyo or whatever the fuck it's called. But yeah, the way they say it in that series is like you're so Chuni because.
So yeah, maybe this is what happened with her and her senpai as far as succubus go.
Yeah.
But hey, if you're gonna if you're gonna have a syndrome, why not have a succubus syndrome and just go around sucking cock and getting semen for
senpai's day much better.
Now again, as far as story goes, I'm surprised you're not knocked up. But again, plot demands you're not knocked up.
Cannot get over the meme I saw of like a hentai MC of like, oh my gosh, if you come inside me, like I'll get pregnant. And then it flash cuts to Peter Parker being like, I missed the part where that's my problem. And I'm like, it's so good. It's so good. I love it so much. You do that, I'm going to get pregnant. That's the part where that's my problem.
Oh, I've seen the one with Barney. It's like, I don't know that one. Sorry, Force of Habit. I haven't seen that one.
I'll have to find that one.
Oh. You know what I read that's very, very, very discerning as far as How I Met Your Mother?
Oh, God.
They're making a spinoff.
No!
And it's called...
Oh, God, I don't even know what it would be called.
It'd be the opposite of it.
How Your Mother Met Me?
How I Met Your Father.
How I Met Your Father? I don't care. I don't care about your life. You were such a boring character because they had this entire time to make you interesting, and they didn't. Anyway, I ramble about that show too much.
And it's
You just want to get with Aunt Robin. Yeah, we could totally tell that you wanted to fuck her this entire time and be disloyal. We're so okay with that. I'm like, your mom's dead, bitch, and your father was just like, yeah, most of my life didn't even really revolve around your mom and all this shit. So, that's cool. And they're like, absolutely, Dad, you go get with that woman. I'm like, I would have been like, fuck you, dude. Like, you wasted this entire time. And this is just an allegory saying that you wanted to fuck one of your family friends.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Right. And guess who's being starved in it?
Oh, God. I can't think of who would be.
Hilary Duff.
Anyway, the next series that we're reviewing is...
Yeah.
There's no word.
No, there isn't. There isn't. But yeah, next one is Ikui.
Koku na Retro. Honestly, my favorite comment is the first one is pretty cool, but gotta say that title is really confusing me. Like, what's retro about this? Even more confusing, translating it gives exotic retro. Like, damn, where's my Countach, Testarossa, Delarone, 80s Miami scene synth pop boys with all the fucking old porn music and shit. Oh, I love it. That's like one of my favorite. I agree. For going retro, we need like the 80s synth. You know, the Ron Jeremy mustaches on every dude.
So the story centers around an Ojo-sama, which I think is European. Based on what I've seen, they're European, and I guess the dad has this very fetish about maids. That
we all do.
Yeah, that we all do.
Honestly, when you're rich as fuck, like, it doesn't matter.
So the daughter's like, what are they wearing? Oh, that's your father wanted all the maids to wear that. Oh, really? Do you like looking at that? I'm like, it's not bad.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, and then so while he's making his late night rounds, I don't know why, considering you're on a private property.
Yeah, you're on private property and whatever. Anyway.
And so he hears the noise in the Ojo's room. He goes in there. Hey, what's wrong? And you see her trying to put on, the maid outfit. It's like, what are you doing? Oh, you said you liked it, so I'm gonna, put it on, but I can't figure out how to put on this clothes. Now, first of all, I don't. Based on looking at the maid outfit, I'm like, it shouldn't have been that hard.
No, it seemed relatively simple actually.
So yeah, I'm like, that's not how you put it on. Let me help you out, and whatnot. But seems like prior to this, they actually had a sexual relationship prior to this episode, or this animation for a backstory. So anyway, and so it's like, oh yeah, you look cute and everything like that. I'm gonna have sex with you because I know you're trying to seduce me with with this maid outfit and everything like that. And so they proceed to first off she's submissive and towards him, and then next thing they flip the script where she's more dominant, have the arms tied behind the bed or on the bed, doesn't matter, same difference. And eventually this is it's pretty good, pretty wholesome.
Yeah, it's a relatively wholesome thing.
You have your vanilla, and it's like a notch above that right there.
Yeah, it's just maid fetishy enough, but not really a maid fetish, but it is.
It's a good pretense.
It's a good pretense. Yeah, I don't know. I like this one a lot actually. It's uncensored, but it's that good uncensored where the animation was actually just getting good in hentai. So
right where they censor, right when
they start to censor shit, this one dodged the bullet.
So yeah, and then eventually the episode ends where once again they changed outfits on the maids. Why are they wearing that? Because your dad likes it.
Because your dad likes it.
Like, that must be me in that.
I would literally sit there at this point and be like, I think Dad has a fucking problem. We should talk to him about this.
Or he's literally having sex with the maid.
Or Mom, he's fucking your maid staff. You should probably talk to him.
Well, that's just him. That he's a very rich dude that's high value, and like Kevin Samuels, I should probably stop calling him, but I think everybody should really, really check him out. You should really check him out. But he always says high value high value men exercise options. They don't cheat. But anyway, so yeah, I think this is pretty good for a one-off.
I'm actually real sad that there's not more of this.
If there was, it would kind of be more of the same. But I get that. But even still, at that point, if they did make another one, it would be more, oh, hey, there's another outfit we could try on.
Yeah.
The only way I could see them changing it, it would be more her being more dominant than submissive.
Maybe. But yeah, I'm a big fan. I like it. Like I said, it's that perfect line of censored and uncensored and animation.
So yeah, stop. Stop. Jeez. But yeah, those are the reviews. So yeah, I know last time we were gonna make our otaku stages.
Yep.
Still working on it. I'll talk to you after.
Gotcha.
After this, but yeah, once again, thanks for listening. I'll say this once again. Please, I know I said this earlier. Give us something. I know you guys out there have. I don't want to say a hard time, but break out of that shell and socialize with us.
Yeah, we're not some like 10,000 viewers Twitch streamer or something not looking at chat. Like if you email us or contact us, we're gonna respond.
Yeah, either this way or
either directly on the show or directly to your email. So
because like I said, if you don't give us much to work with, you're gonna get like
more or less of the same.
Yeah, that or shorter episodes.
Yep.
Or not shorter length of episode. Like last time.
Yep.
Only because we didn't really have much.
Not a whole lot.
Yeah, nothing much. But like I said, come on, give us something we could work with, because it's gonna be almost a fucking year before you'll see us in person.
Yeah. Before we go back to being in person and shit. So.
But yeah, that's a long way. Although 2020 did go kind of.
2020 went fast. 2021's going relatively fast, so.
Yeah. So yeah, like I said, give us something to work with. Yeah. Give us a topic, anything, whether it's again, I can't even give an example. I can't even give a fucking example.
Even if you think it's stupid, let us know.
And then we'll tell you if it's
stupid.
Then we'll tell you you're stupid. But no seriously.
The topic is stupid, not you.
no, seriously. There's no such thing as stupid. I'm pretty sure there is. Yeah. But that being said, thanks for listening. I am Jarrett.
I'm Matt.
That's Matt. Thanks for listening.
Bye.